Hello and welcome to Breakfast with the Lazy Gaming Guys, where we discuss various things. Today's topic, E3.
Yay. Or nay. Or both.
I'm gonna go with yay, more yay than nay, considering that we said two good press conferences. I mean,
Well, and a lot of games
and
individually.
a lot of good games. Yeah, so yeah, we're good. We had a bad console release, we had a good console release, and we had one that's already
The best.
Nintendo already released their console release, or released their console, but
And then the best.
the best.
What? Nintendo's is the best.
Because nothing's ever going to keep it down?
Okay, no, we're not doing that. No. Moving on. Alright? Anyways. Now, so we're starting off with Microsoft since they were first. And I'm gonna start off with a complaint saying that they started late. And yes, I know that all the conferences started late. However, the Microsoft conference started so late that even if you rewatch the conference, it starts late. I mean, it's like you're sitting there looking at this empty stage for 7 minutes. Yes, I timed it.
Why?
Because I was sitting there waiting for the conference to start. And I was like, and about 4 minutes in, I was like, why am I still staring at an empty stage? And then, so then I skipped to where it starts. And I looked at the time, and it was like 7 minutes in by the time it finally started.
Interesting.
So yeah, sitting there staring at an empty stage for 7 minutes.
Either way, let's get to the actual
It's
games.
ridiculous.
They started out
Okay.
strong, though. You have to
Yeah, they
give
did
them
start
that.
out
That was Metal Gear Solid 5.
They started off strong with the Phantom Pain, and even though I was wondering why is Microsoft, but either my first thought was, why is Microsoft starting off with the Phantom Pain? I thought that would be something Sony would do, but
I think they wanted to get people excited about Microsoft's press conference, and that was about the only way they could.
Well, yeah, that probably was the only way people get excited, because if they showed any of the other stuff they had, people were like, "What the hell is that?" So yeah. Although honestly, I wonder what they had to do for Kojima to get him to actually show up, have his game first, and show up on stage with them.
Probably not much. They've already had games on the 360. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 HD were both on the 360.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, though, Metal Gear has been a PlayStation exclusive for the longest
until the
time.
HD collection.
I don't know, and a lot of good PlayStation exclusives are becoming multi-platform.
Well, a lot of exclusives, period, are becoming basically just multi-platform.
Mm-hmm. Except for Nintendo's, because Nintendo's like hell no.
Well, yeah, that's Nintendo for you. I don't blame them at all. I don't want to see play Legend of Zelda on freaking Xbox.
Because Nintendo isn't stupid. Nintendo have enough money. They say, we don't need your filthy PlayStation or Xbox money. We have our own.
Well, they have Nintendo money.
We've been doing this for years. Where have you guys been? Oh wait, where are you guys back in 1982? Oh wait.
The thing about Nintendo is that they have games that print money. I mean, if they really put out the rest of the Mother series, fans would probably throw their wallets at them.
True.
I mean,
Nintendo's press conference, I was ready to throw my wallet at them.
Yeah, but we'll get to that. Don't worry.
We'll get to Nintendo press conference.
Also, Microsoft's though, they showed the new Killer Instinct, which I was happy about at the beginning.
Yes,
as I learned more about the game, I basically have lowered it to I don't care anymore.
Allow me to explain more of what happened. First, okay, yay, more Killer Instinct. Then, oh wait, it's free to play and you only can play as one character. You get to buy the rest. Okay.
That's what you found out after the press conference.
And then you find out, wait, the the people the company who created it wasn't even Rare. Oh, and then you found out the company that did create it brought you great games such as Green Lantern, the movie, the game.
Yeah.
Green Lantern?
The movie.
Yeah, Green Lantern. Way to pronunciate.
Wow.
Quiet. But after they shocked everybody by showing the Phantom Pain, they went straight to the 360, straight to the new design for the 360.
Which makes it look like the Xbox One. That way, when you have both the Xbox One and the 360, you can have them side by side and not tell which one's the same. Which one's the 360 and which one's the one. Until you start playing it, and one has to call home every 24 hours.
Yeah, except for also the 360s. The 360s Connect slightly looks crappier than
and it's optional.
And it's optional. It's true. Which is a high improvement over the Xbox One, which is sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad.
But also the price of the new. They also announced the price of the new Xbox One at $500.
Yeah.
Quite high.
Quite high, but that was at the end of the conference. Well, for good reason. They wanted to
sneak out with that one.
Yeah, they want to sneak out with that one. Cause when they said that, it took them a long time to start cheering.
Because everyone's like, that's a lot of money. I'm not cheering.
It's like, yeah, clapping. Somebody clap before they get disappointed. Before the child starts crying.
Halo 5 was also shown.
Halo 5 was also shown.
Cinematic.
Cinematic. Well, let's get through some of these smaller games before we jump straight to the big stuff. Like World of Tanks. World of Tanks. Anybody?
Come on. Don't you want to drive a tank? It's tanks, man.
Okay, there is nothing wrong with the tank game. It's just that's not something you really want to show at E3.
Oh, come on. You want to play some World of Tanks.
World of Tanks wouldn't be so bad
if it wasn't so boring.
But it's I guess it could be more entertaining for people who aren't into motorsports.
For a whole whopping 5 seconds, just like, yay, this is fun. Now I'm bored. It looks like it'll be fun for a whopping 5 seconds. So, and also, I could barely understand what the developer for it was saying.
He had a very heavy accent.
Yeah, all I could think of while the guy was talking was, "Look at all the dew! I'm covered in dew." So, it's the only thing I can think of when the guy was talking because.
You're a horrible person.
I'm sorry, his accent reminded me of that, and it was hilarious.
I like the horrible person answer.
Yeah, let's move on to the next game.
Okay. Then we have
Don't you have a list?
Yeah, I do have a list, but I started making sure. We have Dark Souls 2, by the way.
Dark Souls 2 looks actually pretty good if you like Dark Souls 1.
Yeah,
Dark Souls 1 wasn't for me, but I will say that it looks like a good game.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it looks like an interesting game. I mean, the trailer had decent music, although I forgot that. I just remember putting in my notes I like the music, so I'm going to mention it. And then I'm gonna right after that they showed Rise, Son of Rome,
which looks
they spent the most time on that one. Actually,
they wasted their time on that one.
I thought it was a waste. They spent a lot of time on it. Yeah, I think it was one of the games that they had that were actually.
It was a waste of time. Yes, it was a waste of time because, you find out more about the game. And did you know the whole thing was pretty much reaction commands?
No, really, I couldn't tell that from the way it looked.
It's pretty much quick time event the game.
Yeah, the whole thing's quick time events, and it's like the thing has more quick time events than freaking God of War, and that's
not really that's not really the best.
No, God of War found that mixture of.
It found
decent amount of time events, but still a lot of fun of hack and slashing.
Let me say it like this: the game is like God of War. If you take away everything that's epic about God of War and add more reaction commands,
yeah,
go.
It has more reaction times than God of War, and less reaction commands than Heavy Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it probably has about the same amount as Heavy Rain.
It probably has far the same amount. Oh, and then the guy who created the game, the developer for it, came out for a whopping 5 seconds to say, "Hi, I made the game." And then he left to make way for the Killer Instinct trailer. With
You gotta love that, where it's like, "Hi, I'm someone."
yes,
Never realize who they are.
never realize who they are. And then we kick it in with Sunset Overdrive. We're from Insomniac.
Oh yeah, that free. That free roaming
orange. You know, it was like
zombie.
It was like a Sunny D commercial. It was like a Sunny D commercial with guns.
No, it was like a Sunny D commercial on acid.
Yeah, it was.
It's what happens if you take Infamous and Sunny D commercials and acid and put them together.
It was strange, weird. I didn't care for it.
And I want to quote. This is a quote, by the way, and this is a quote. It's not in. This is a quote from the main designer. It's not just a open world game, but a living world game.
You know, wasn't there another game that tried to do that?
I don't know, but I'm not
no. Yes, there was. It was for the P. It was multi-platform. You know. Actually, that's it. It reminds me of Brink.
But honestly,
anybody Brink? Nobody.
Brink.
No one remembers that game.
I remember Brink, but I never played it.
Yeah, because it was terrible. I rented it. It was bad.
But honestly, though,
it was terrible.
Sunset Overdrive looks like it could be interesting. Except I will never play it because it's on the Xbox One. So that's it to that. That's the end of that story. Mm-hmm. So then we go to Frozen Motorsports.
Forza.
Forza.
I don't know why I said Frozen. Forza Motorsport. You're right.
Oh gosh, Doc, you can't pronounce crap today, can you?
I don't know. Okay,
come out your mouth and start talking.
Fine. I haven't got any sleep. Okay, with what I was called this morning to do the recording.
You were gonna do this today, yet you didn't sleep still.
Shut up. All right, I have sleeping problems.
You have many
just
problems.
Because spiders crawl into your mouth, you sleep.
Okay, quiet. All right, I finally forgot.
Hey, we're off tangent.
But
no,
get back to story.
Okay. So when they got to Frozen Motorsports, they mentioned about the AI, but hold on, it's no longer an AI, but now it's a Drivatar.
Yes.
Anybody? Drivatar?
Because they never actually had a true AI anyway.
You know.
But now we have better.
Yeah, so pretty much now it drives like real people because it's a Drivatar.
Which is a stupid name.
Yeah, so I mean, they always do this. You know, I think I remember them coming up with weird names for like five different games. You know, like whenever they come up with something new and innovative, they always have to come up with some weird name for it, like Drivatar or what else? I don't know. I have some. I remember they used to like mention like 3 in the EA conference. So
yeah.
Anyway, I love how they said before they started showing some of the videos and stuff. They said this is in-game stuff. So the in-game stuff looks like random panned camera shots. So apparently most of the game is random panned camera shots.
Can you drive while looking at the ground?
And the wheels? And the background? And the sky?
Yes.
Which they and the next they went to they went to Minecraft. They improved Minecraft for the Xbox, although
they showed screenshots of the new Minecraft that they were
version is the definitive version anyway. So
who cares? It's on PC. So next, I mean, they showed Quantum Break.
Yeah,
Quantum Break. It was pretty much, and they said that they want to
break home.
And they said that they want to blur the lines between between television and gaming, because everybody loves television, especially gamers.
Yes, all those gamers watching all that great television on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Netflix is how
well, actually,
gamers know about
then that
television.
means that it'd be a bunch of old nostalgic television and video games. So I
Yeah.
expect Dexter's Laboratory to break out in Quantum Break, and just go in there and tell Dee Dee she's stupid, and her giggle, run around, and start breaking stuff.
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Johnny Bravo to start hitting on some chick from Quantum Break.
Yeah.
And then have the Rugrats come in and all the other
trying
shows
to
that are
take
on
over the
Netflix
world,
and everything
yeah.
else on Netflix. And then, we have to have the Game of Thrones people in there because, everybody loves Game of Thrones now.
Okay, next game.
Alright, well, I will go to D4, but their reveal for that was so short, so...
D4! It looked entertaining, but they showed, like, nothing!
Yeah, they showed nothing, so,
I'm like, one of the games you may have gotten me on. You showed nothing of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then after that, they showed Project Spark, because they were too lazy to make a game, so you gotta do it.
Yes. It's like, here, we don't want to make
all the components to make a video game.
So,
make your own open world, make your own fantasy open world game. This is for the D&D players. Actually, that makes perfect sense. D&D players should use that game for help their D&D games. There you go, D&D people.
This is basically, like, it would be like someone, from a factory just handing a kid a box of plastic saying, here's your toy. Assemble it yourself.
Exactly.
Or someone handing you a freaking ball of yarn and saying, here's your t-shirt. Make it yourself. Results may vary.
Of course, the creative side of my head's like, ooh, must create options. But then I said, okay, calm down. This is not enough to get the Xbox for.
But then you thought, I can buy RPG Maker for the PS2 for $5.
Oh yeah.
So
for me, it felt like it was Spore, except making the whole world instead of just the creatures.
Yeah, which takes the fun out of it though when I have to make everything. Because by the time, because then program the AI yourself and blah blah blah, and
because if I went through all that work to go through that game, somebody better fucking play it. And if they say something's wrong, I'm gonna kick them in the ass.
Yes.
So after that, they showed Crimson Dragon with no sound.
Crimson Dragon sounds like She-Ra's period.
It looked entertaining. But honestly, it's just Panzer Dragoon. It looks pretty much just like Panzer Dragoon. I know it's supposed to be, I guess, another game in the Panzer Dragoon series. But I'd rather just play Panzer Dragoon. It didn't look that much different. And it's
the game looked interesting to me. I never played Panzer Dragoon, so I can't really
never had a Dreamcast.
Yeah, so, but the game looks...
It reminds me of the flight sections of Dragon Guard.
Playing as a dragon, fighting dragons,
It's a...
looking at for.
Panzer Dragoon's a little bit better than the flight scenes in Dragon Guard. Although I love that game. It's...
I like Dragon Guard when you're on the ground using your sword.
So
and that goes so far.
And now in the next game, I'm going to just say the name of it, and sit back and listen to you talk for a second. And jump in once you're done, because I know you're going to have a lot to say. Dead Rising 3.
Fuck it.
So yeah, Dead Rising 3... Dead Rising 3 claims realism. Yet let's go over the things that are not real about it. Number one, the guy is a mechanic that can apparently call in airstrikes, because mechanics have that ability with the military. I don't know who he's connected to, but obviously he could be something better than a mechanic at this point.
And by the way, don't worry, people. If you're ever in a zombie apocalypse, don't worry. There'll be automatic rifles just littered across the street for you to pick up, so you're good.
No, not just that. And then also fully gassed working cars, fully gassed and working.
The biggest thing is not that the car
in the other games.
No, the big thing is not that the car is fully gassed, nor is it working. The big thing is there is no other cars on that road. Apparently, that is the least populated town in the entire world.
One thing I noticed while looking at the trailer for that, he was just like mowing down those zombies. If you drive into a crowd of people, your car's gonna tip over eventually. So
stop. I mean, you're not gonna be able to keep up momentum through all that.
And there's my other problem. This isn't Dead Rising. It's Grand Theft Auto with zombies.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's like and
airstrikes. Don't forget the airstrikes. Even in Grand Theft Auto, you can't call in airstrikes.
Okay, the people from Destructoid said it best. And she's like, when they saw the trailer, they were expecting something more like colorful, more like the other Dead Risings. But no,
all the Dead Risings were so good. It was creative, and this one, it's not. It's doing so real that the creativeness is kind of lame.
Yeah, like all it got was shades of brown over more shades of brown. So,
which what's funny is that something like Dead Rising 1 was actually more realistic because in order to get a gun, you had to go to the gun shop.
Yeah,
they weren't just littered across the ground.
Yeah, because
we're in some random ghetto city or part of San Jose where apparently it's littered with guns.
No, you can't even go. You can't go into any. There is no town in America that is so bad that there are automatic rifles just laying on the ground.
Have you ever been to Compton?
Automatic rifles. I mean, they have the guns. They have because you might find a gun or something, but you're not gonna find a fucking AK-47. Okay,
it could be some ex-military person's house. Who knows? But not everybody's house.
No, it's in the house. There's the middle of the street.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, what happened to the? Yeah, I'd love to see those. I don't see any tanks there where the army soldiers came in and got overrun by the zombies.
No. It's like the military is just so willing to beat the crap out of things without showing up.
I mean, somebody was just walking in the city, walking around with the automatic rifle because people walk around with their automatic rifles. Then they just turned into a zombie and just dropped it and walked off.
Shoot, even Dead or Alive, even House of the Dead 3 had a better reason of why people have random shotguns.
I've got a shotgun.
So I mean, seriously, I understand finding a gun in somebody in the house, in somebody's house. I even understand if the guy found a gun just lying on the ground outside because even though it's still a little bit far fetched, but maybe a cop turned into a zombie and dropped his gun or something. So I'll give him that. But an automatic rifle.
Okay, and then I just want to get back to the way it looks again. Just Capcom, what were you thinking? Your other game sold good because it wasn't so it was a zombie survival game that wasn't so gritty.
Well,
I could have fun with it. On number 2, after you save the little girl, it's like, okay, I saved her, I can move on. Okay, move on. I saved her, I move on, and screw around a little bit.
Surprising was the fact that it's like I can kill zombies by throwing soda cans at their head. With a Servbot head on me, with a Mega Man Buster that shoots foam pellets. You weren't being taken seriously.
No.
Whereas this game is all like, no, we must be taken seriously. And it's like, wow, you lost the appeal of your game.
Yeah, literally, like you tried to bring in more fans. You tried to bring in make your fan base bigger by betraying the current fan base.
Oh, it's Capcom. Capcom likes to give us the snaps a lot. Rockman Online, anybody?
You mean Mega Man?
I'm sorry. I went a little bit. I'm used to calling it that. Okay.
Yeah.
Never.
So.
Okay. Next game.
Then there's The Witcher 3, which is the open world game. It looks fun. I don't know how to play it.
It looks okay. I wasn't a huge fan of The Witcher 2 or 1. But I do know that they are good games. And as long as it sticks mostly to that formula without straying too far, it should be a pretty good game.
It's alright.
Yeah, so I kind of want to play The Witcher 3 because
I would recommend playing The Witcher 1 and 2 first and see how you like it.
Well, I'll try The Witcher 1 and 2, but like the thing that makes me want to play The Witcher 3 is because it's open world, unlike the other two. So that's kind of attracted me to it. But too bad probably never going to play it because it's on Xbox One. So I mean, like literally they're losing sales just because it's on the system. they're completely losing sales just because it's on that system. It's kind of
they have to gain some people. They have to gain people. Get people to buy it somehow.
Yeah, but Little League Games is that they have is good enough to make me want to put up with that bull crap.
Nope.
I mean,
there's one that gets close, but it's not close enough. And
well, actually, the one that gets close, actually, I could still play it because guess what else they're releasing it on?
Yeah.
The Xbox 360, so I'm getting it.
But we'll get to that game shortly. That was near the end.
Then there was Battlefield 4. Anybody got anything to say about that?
Not until the EA press conference.
After we start talking about the EA press conference.
So, then there was Bellow.
What?
Yeah. That was the game that was the indie game where the guy was like so freaking far away.
Oh, you mean that game where the character looked like 2 pixels big, and I could barely see what the heck was going on, and I couldn't tell if he was attacking or not?
See, that game looked okay, except for how far back the camera was.
Yeah, the game was the camera was so far back. It's just like it's like you're fighting specks.
And
or something,
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know if they've actually brought another. If they even re-released one where it wasn't, because at the E3 press conference they kept zooming it away, so then it looked even worse. So I don't know if it was. So maybe there's some footage out there where it's closer, but we didn't get it.
If it's closer, if there is footage where it is closer, then yes, I would probably, since it is an indie game, invest in that. But as of right now, there's no way.
Yeah, because it's just the camera's just like way too far away.
Yeah, you can't see what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anything else?
Well, the last game on the list is Titanfall,
which was my one that almost made me buy one.
Well, that was.
But it's on a 360, so.
Yeah,
it did entertain me, even though the guy, it's like, why did you jump out of the war mech when you were doing so much better in it, and then you jump back out. And it did have that awesome scene where pretty much, where that guy pretty much destroyed the other guy's mech, and that was awesome, and all those other things.
Yeah, that was really, really fun. But at the same time, it just didn't look like enough to get me to buy an Xbox One. It was close, though.
Oh, we almost forgot a game. Max, the Curse of the Brotherhood.
Oh, that other indie game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I can't even remember it.
It's somewhat fun. It looks somewhat. Remember that? Remember the kid's brother gets taken away by the devil?
Where that little kid's getting electrocuted.
He's getting electrocuted and tortured and stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
that game.
It looked okay, but I don't know.
It looks like a pretty decent platformer.
That game.
I'm a fan of platformers.
Ridiculous torture.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see more when it comes out. It'll be out this summer.
I love to show. I want to show that to a bunch of, housewives with children. I bet they'd love that game.
Yeah, they'd love that game. It can be David Ear people. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that game comes out this summer as part of Summer of Arcade on Xbox. I could be wrong.
If it's good, I'll get it, but I don't know.
All right.
Then there was the thing that ended it. The price tag.
Yeah, we talked about the price tag already.
Yeah, we talked about the price tag. Definitely. Oh yeah, but one thing we didn't talk about is one of the joke, before I rewatched the Microsoft press conference, I watched Hellfire commentary talk about the E3 press conferences, and they brought up something that I didn't catch while watching it the first time, but I caught it watching it the second time. When they were playing Killer Instinct, and they had the girl up there, and she was getting her ass kicked. The guy was just like, hold on, I wrote it down. Make sure I get this right. Let's hear. Okay, just let it happen. It will be over soon.
Oh man, that is great.
Oh god, that's horrible. That's just terrible.
That's bad, but not as bad as the pretend acting at the Ubisoft press conference.
Oh god, I didn't even get to sit through all that. I was like, okay, I have to get sleep before I do this today, so